The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll get the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright! I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. What could possibly go wrong? I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem! Pick words you think your favorite club member will write. Something good might happen whoever likes the poem the most. Wait, there's gameplay in this? I didn't know there's gameplay in this. Oh. Okay. Okay, let's do special. Why are death and tragedy, two of the options? Adventure. Kitties! Insight. Does it jump depending on who you pick? Why is graveyard an option? Puppies! Oh yeah, okay, they jump depending on who. This is getting disturbing. What the heck is effulgent? Games? Do you like fireflies? Imagination. Melody, because I consider myself a musical type. Why is suicide an option? Poof. Fluffy? Okay, apparently Suki seems to be the one that likes what I like. Destiny, fireworks, I like fireworks. Headphones. Intellectual. Unrestrained. Memories. Anime. Electricity. And extraordinary. Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Last to come in, so everyone was already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. They already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then we won't see the end of it. Suki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, Monica and manga. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Matt always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Yes, that's true. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. No, I don't. Like cooking, cleaning my room. No, I don't. Oh, dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. That's so... You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Matt can be good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori! Not really, don't be shy. It's really nothing. Is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess this means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice just from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. That's so. Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Oh, alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. We could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much? Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are just having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around the closet. Man. Looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? Guess I could always read some of that book that Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired or probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. Probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. But we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. It's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What? What's this? Yuri's taking this really seriously. Rare to see her deliberating like this. That is a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Wait, what kind? Oh, well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Yes, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly! That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and just make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, hello! Ah! I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait! Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school... does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. But I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. It's not even convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. Mm-hmm. Come on. Just give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's still sticking out all over here. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to... You really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. Yeah, sure. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Try to wipe off this thing with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Yeah, they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. You meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your... Oh, that's an image. It's so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. No, don't say that. It'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. Okay, though. Happy we're like this. Aren't you? Yes? Hey, be careful. Button might come off. That's what's so hard to close. Struggle to fully close the button near your chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If I hadn't buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? For you, the internet. It means my boobs got bigger again! Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? It's so stuffy! Not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! It's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, he wouldn't even let you do things like this. Take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Well, anyways, I'll just focus on waking up a little earlier. Only if you focus on getting to bed earlier. Deal. Guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? You should come wake me up in the morning. It again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. It's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone! Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Can't wait to read yours. Oh, that was Sayori. Can't wait to read yours! Yeah. Same. I feel so enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something weird. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their own poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Itsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show the poem to first? Oh boy, choices. I did tell Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. Probably only fair I shared mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected from somebody like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. Well, excuse me, princess. It's not like I said it was bad. Just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your taste? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. That you'll like it. Ahem. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't going to like it. Yeah, I kind of like it. But just be honest. I am. Are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, 'cause everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style shouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I get that. But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it for a rhyme at the end, but they made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Yeah, so you did. It's more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. You didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki feeling proud of... And I won't take that away from her. Who should I show it to next? I'll show it to Monica. I like her. Hi! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, why don't you share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's a sore barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, I guess that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Really? You and Sayori really are good friends, aren't you? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, maybe we'd be good friends, but Sayori and I are really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are some similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. Sounds like the two of you really care for each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. Well, I think that's the kind of vibe I get from reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. I knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too. Yeah, that's pretty unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Sure, I'll end up trying a lot of different things. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Don't force yourself to write the way anyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I'm pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? See. Well, let's read it then. Yep. Hole in the wall. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. Just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It's too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. What?! You got something you need to tell us about there, Monica? Very freeform, if that's what you want to call it. Not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Kind of style that's gotten pretty popular nowadays. It is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Was that the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Yeah, do you need to talk about that? Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day! Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening. I'd probably say Sayori because she said Sayori would like it. Oh my goodness. This is so good! Huh? I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. Not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Sure, yours opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? I'm sure that's part of it. I think you understand better than a lot of people, you know? When I read your poem... Oh, it's not just a poem. It's a casual map poem. Yeah, my casual map poems are terrible. That makes it feel extra special. I think I can feel your feelings in it. Yeah, I'm more of a prose writer myself. Actually, I'm more of a spoken word. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. So weird. I'm really happy that you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room? Yeah, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something only really good people do. Thanks. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, it's nice she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Okay, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Ahem. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori. This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I'll try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nicer. How should I put it? That was just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school. I had to skip breakfast. Get all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. Next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. And Yuri. Okay, so I showed it to everyone. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry! I forgot to start speaking. Fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I need to put my thoughts into words. Go on. Okay? It's your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. It's that way. No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Can't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a while to get used to people. It's fine, I didn't... What were you saying? Right, It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think that the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Sayori finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into even writing a simple poem. Not just finding them, but building them. And getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Mitsuki can be a little biased, though. Bias? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Really? Oh, it's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, or to me, or Mitsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if this is a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be the literature club? Music changed a little bit. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. Must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the most present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I must have had such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all! But it took you a long time to read. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Was it too short? I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Sayori? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Casual Matt. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences over the work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to it. Lingering in her past, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon, we left nothing. That's a lot more deep putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's pretty impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Whew. Guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. But if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Tsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Mitsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. With this language... Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. You could say it's fancy. Huh. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? You completely missed the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can it be cute? I know that. It's just I meant language, I guess. It's trying to say something nice. Eh? I mean, you had to try that hard to come with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions. I was looking for suggestions. I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Casual Matt did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Casual Matt liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Why'd the music stop? Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member here. Eh? That's not what you're just... Here stands up as well. You're just jealous that Casual Matt appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Oh, how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. I was full of myself. I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? If I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Casual Matt started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. You! She's trying to make me look bad. That is not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Casual Matt? Well? I get dragged into this in the first place. It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh boy, literary decisions. So let's take this from an actual intellectual perspective. Yes, Natsuki does have a point. That more intellectual writing does tend to use complex words. However, take the works of Dr. Seuss. Far simpler, yet he's one of the most famous authors ever known. That being said, even the great bard frequently made up his own words. I am going to go with Natsuki, because I actually liked her poem a little better. You're really talented. Well, Natsuki does have a point. I think that I rack my brain and attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with a few words, it can be just as impressive as well. Lets the reader's imagination takes over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job of that. Yeah! It did. It did, didn't it? Knows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Me? She was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really a personal thing, and sharing can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. Points over my shoulder. Sayori's nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Mitsuki. Ah. Mitsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. He finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't but feel bad for her as well. So that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. You don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. Right? Think about, Natsuki glances around.
Everyone stop staring at me!
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki's having a harder time than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, think about your boobs. I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with him. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori! I'll go make some tea. Just trying to help. Sure, she appreciated Sayori. Pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past the hats, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you. And to be honest, nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So joining my club was my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. Still time before we go home. So we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. Maybe we can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club's for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun! Yes, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you? Yeah, I'd say about the same. The neat thing to talk about it with everyone. Awesome. Well, in that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you'll learn a thing from your friends too. And so your poems will turn out even better. What? I think to myself, did I learn a little bit more about the kind of poem that everyone likes? But then you look, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. And onto myself with newfound determination. Hey! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Mitsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. Promise that they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone's what makes me the happiest. And to think that everyone really likes you, too. That's... Yeah, my mic's rolling away. Every day's going to be so much fun! Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone's nice, but to really need to stop there.
Shinji!